Hey everyone, the Game Piece here, and welcome to Temtem UP, the series where I show off competitive matches, narrate them, and give you my overall thoughts on them. We got a match here against Expertz. So right away he bans my Volcrane, and I go and ban his Pig. I banned his Pig because I hate dealing with that. I want to go ahead and bring my Saipat as a lead, because it looks like it counters everything on his side of the field. He goes ahead and chooses Gialis and Volcrane. With a counter for Gialis, I go ahead and bring in my Raikan, and I have the Saipat coming in for the lead as well. Knowing I can handle that lead pretty well there. It looks like I wanted to ban the Saipat here because I didn't want a threat taking out my Raikan, knowing I probably needed it to deal with the abundance of crystal types on his team. But he goes for Valash and bans my Gialis, and that's totally fine. I don't really need Gialis here. Go ahead and pick my Pig Epic and Volorand while he goes and picks Tuvine. Wondering what he's going to pick here. I'm really fine if he picks Rise or Volorand. I have Gialis or Valash to be able to deal with either option, but he does go for the Rise, which I think is probably the better option on his part because I don't have a whole lot to deal with it. Mainly Saipat, but let's get into it, everyone. So he goes ahead and leads off with his Gialis and Volcrane, and I send out my Saipat and Raikan, and right away, let's see what happens here. Goes ahead and withdraws his Volcrane and brings out the Rise, trying to get the speed drop, as well as keep his Volcrane alive, as he knows that he needs that in order to take out some of the prominent threats on my team. Go for the Embers there on the Gialis to get some free chip damage, knowing he can only go for heat up on turn 1, and I decide to Ice Shuriken the Volcrane slot, thinking that whatever he switched in would take some decent damage from an Ice Shuriken. Not wanting to take further damage or get froze, he swaps out his Rise into a Tuvine, which I am pretty okay with Raikan on the field here. However, unfortunately, I will get Haito Uchi'd, so I won't be able to go for the second turn Meteor Swarm there, which is what I really wanted to go for and would have been a lot of damage, but my opponent was smart and put my Raikan to sleep, thinking I might swap out for an energy drink there. But anyway, Gialis swaps out and Volcrane comes back to the field, not feeling very threatened because of the Tuvine here able to deal with a Saipat. Knowing I need to keep Saipat though, I go ahead and withdraw into my Pig Epic. And Tuvine goes for a Noxious Bomb unexpectedly into Raikan. It has the Shuin's Horn item, which turns any toxic type move into a water move, but I end up living it with 2 HP thanks to the Umbrella, and I'm able to pull off a Meteor Swarm there. Not going to do a whole lot of damage on Volcrane, but going to get a big chunk off on Tuvine. He goes ahead and swaps out into his Rise again, wanting to save his Tuvine from any previous... When wanting to save his Tuvine from any fire damage, sorry, I go ahead and Bamboozle my Pig Epic. Going to fail, the Ember's going to fail because of Bamboozle, allowing me to pull off a Roar before the Ember on the next turn is able to take out my Raikan there. And that's totally okay with me. I didn't really need Raikan for any other option in the back. I do have other threats to be able to dispose of them, namely Saipat. I end up going for the Relax, knowing that my Raikan's either going to faint from overexertion or another attack, just to get the sleep off on the incoming turn. I go ahead and bring in my Saipat to be able to threaten the Volcrane out. Goes ahead and brings in his Gialis to try to take any sort of hit that I want to throw at it. So he also goes ahead and brings in his Rise, not wanting that to take any sort of Ice Shuriken as well. Double switching into both of these crystal types here. Now, unfortunately for him, I do have Nitro Sai ready to go on the next turn here after this. So I'm going to Bamboozle my Saipat here and get some damage off on Gialis, doing a lot more than I had expected it to do. Not a bulky Gialis by any means there. Crystal Spikes coming off into my Pig Epic, going to lower it to a little under half HP there, and Crystal Bite going to come in and take out Pig Epic. Now this is strange, because I thought that Fainted Curse only did 40% and he had 40.2%. But he fainted anyway, allowing me to go for my Nitro Sai into the Valash, picking up the double knockout there, thanks to Pig Epic's Fainted Curse. He goes ahead and brings in his Rise and Tuvine to get that speed drop off, as well as threaten my Saipat. I go ahead and bring in Volorand, withdraw Saipat, knowing that I fully need Saipat to be able to effectively take out Volcrane in the back of my opponent's team. I bring in Valash knowing it's not going to be able to really do anything else in this battle against Rise or Volcrane. Its main function here is going to be able to deal damage to Tuvine. Rise goes for the King's Roar, which lowers my attack and speed. Thanks to my Determined trait, however, on Valash, it does not lower any spat drops, allowing me to go off for Crystal Spikes effectively into this Tuvine. Not going to knock it out, bring it down to about 4.8% there, and Tornado firing off into the Rise. Again, not going to be enough to pick up the KO, but get it very low on HP there. Now, Crystal Plume Gatling is going to KO my Valash there. However, I am totally fine with the situation. It's actually kind of probably what I hoped out for in the best, because if they were able to bring in Volcrane here, I probably would have been a little bit threatened. However, I am able to bring in the Saipat and pick up the double KO by the overexertion. However, something kind of weird happens here. He goes for a Crystal Bite onto my Saipat here to try to pick up some significant damage. However, he ends up fainting, and even though Ninja Jutsu goes off with no target, it fails. I get the overexertion here, so I end up having to wait the next turn here. I end up having to rest, leaving his Volcrane free to Ninja Jutsu, but unfortunately Ninja Jutsu kind of hits like a wet noodle on Volcrane, allowing me to soak up that damage, go for a Hyperkinetic Strike, and then go for the Ice Shuriken on my Saipat for the win. So, super good game to my opponent there. It was very close. I was definitely kind of scared when he had both his Valash and Gialis out on the field, especially that Gialis having that heat up on it. However, I was able to pull out the win thanks to the Nicho Sai and also having Volarend on the field here. So, very good game to my opponent, Expertz. Very close match. Thank you so much for the battle, man, and I hope we get to battle again soon. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the battle. If you have any future suggestions for me as far as the editing on these battles go, I'm more than open to that. This is still a new series and I'm still making adjustments to it as I go forward. So let me know if you have any suggestions. But if you did like the video, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more Temtem content like this and Temtem guides and stuff in the future. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.